log that. Okay.
Ready for the button?
Yep, I am.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hitting the button.
3, 2, 1. Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding,
Oh yeah.
lightning inducing, tower ascending
Right up to the top. Started at the
episode.
bottom. Now went up to the top. Yeah. Oh.
Unscripted episode of
Okay.
a Monster Rancher Sky 2 Summoners War. I am the Notary Public Aztec Olmec, but it would not be a proper episode if I didn't have the
Damn.
Cleve team building. Lightstar 777 with me.
I'm crimping the paper. Put my stamp on it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Aztec, how you doing, bud?
I'm cool. I'm doing pretty well. I got some Genshin luck, so I'm super cool.
Oh, do tell.
I actually pulled Ayaka.
Dang.
So
I'm under 30 to mercy, and the coin flip that dictates your life at that point.
if I didn't pull Ayaka, I probably would have summoned for Yoimiya, but now I'm like, should I even bother?
Yoimiya, here we go again.
But I'm super happy. Got some Genshin luck.
That's so awesome, man.
Appreciate it. GZ's all around. Let's see. What else? How are you doing? You always ask, and I always not ask.
I'm doing okay.
Doing
doing
good?
okay. I'm enjoying your zoomed in island here.
Yeah, I am.
We're doing this for artistic reasons, of course, so that you can really see what the developers and the art direction had going on.
That's it. And because
Can't
roll with that because I am having such a time zooming out. If anybody knows on BlueStacks how to zoom out.
If you're listening, help!
Yes, got to the storage. That's where I wanted to go. Anyway, but how are you doing? You always ask me. I never ask you. What's going on?
I'm doing okay. I've had no luck in Genshin. I've been summoning since Ayaka came out and have yet to get her squared away. Am I right in seeing your Bulwark is in your storage defense force and not even awoken?
Dude, you're one of them. I pulled 2. But
okay. Phew. I would have already crystalled that second one.
Really?
He's got like a bullseye on his back. Yeah, what are you gonna use him for?
Oh,
it's wildly impractical. Like,
right.
I mean, unless you're going to build a second, team for, Guild War or Siege battles,
I would
or
much
something
rather
like that.
I'd much rather crystal.
It's like like the what was that show with Ty Pennington, the home renovation? What was it called?
What?
No, what was it? The one.
Yeah.
There was like, move that bus. That's Crystal that dupe. That's basically where I'm at.
I would totally. I think I'll take your advice because, like you said, highly unlikely. I'm going.
Well, I mean, a second Rika, that makes sense. A second
totally.
Ciara, that
especially
makes
in
sense.
TOA normal, 2 Rikas, good times. Funny, but anyway, topics. The topics we are going to go over because we were just straight up on tangents. We have topics. I wanted to share with everyone.
You wouldn't know that if you just were listening to us babble.
Literally,
topics. What's a topic? Hey, look at Here's a balloon animal dog.
Yeah, seriously,
Anyways.
we were just going. SWC 2021 is here, and I just wanted to watch the very cool match with the America's Cup. But anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a crazy team that I saw: Wusa, Light Oni, Ragdoll, Gani. Ugh, crazy. Inazuma in Genshin has been super fun. Good times. Good times. I'm actually getting my nephew to play Summoner's War, which is interesting. You know, bring him in. Bring him in. You know,
bring him in.
Reel
Get
him
him in.
You
Get
come
him.
to us. Shout out to me. I'm getting you some more players.
There you go.
We're going to talk a little bit about Black Widow and how not to use the villain, how not. And Lightstar, I would like his explanation on Cleve.
I think
what's that?
I think it was very progressive of them to have a villain that was just like, could we just dialogue? I think we could resolve our differences if we just sat down and casually explained our viewpoint. Look at that gift floating across.
Randomness. Randomness.
We couldn't have planned Elia.
We couldn't have planned Elia just floating by any better. Oh my. Okay, topics. Yes.
Da-dun,
and then a big brown shark. Anyway.
A big brown shark came.
Also, I like Lightstar to explain turn 2 teams versus Cleve teams, just because in the spirit of SWC and RTA and I found a very cool site advertised on the Summoners War Reddit for something called SWArena.gg, which has a lot of great information.
It's actually pronounced Swarena.
Swarena, like that.
Swarena.
Let me go. Anyway.
Let you go.
All right. Topic.
Where do you want to eventually
we're going
to start talking
about stuff. Where do you want to start?
You know what? Let's go from the top. Guys, we're going to talk about Black Widow. So I'm going to play a very Star Trek-y alert. Then I'm going to let AJ off his lead, and then we're going to come back in like 2 minutes, okay? So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Playing the alert.
Yep.
All right.
Spoilers. So I checked out Black Widow, and I have a bunch of opinions, but my biggest opinion is like I love a Marvel villain called the Taskmaster. The Taskmaster. Oh, jeez, I can't even say it. Anyway.
Taskmaster.
Probably the most recent feature that he was in was the Spider-Man game by Insomniac. He was awesome in that. He gave you a bunch of challenges,
tasks. I might say,
but the voice acting was spot on. And eventually you had to actually do battle with, but basically they got the character spot on. If you've never heard of the Taskmaster, his ability is, I guess, mimicry. So, whatever he sees...
mimicry?
Not exactly, not with voices, but with, like, physical actions. So, if he watches a certain move, he can just mimic it immediately. And, since he's a pretty, Olympic-level athlete, he can learn, like, new things, new physical things, like martial arts styles, very quickly.
I mean, if I had $1 for every time an Olympic athlete turned into a supervillain,
yeah, seriously. But and plus, he's just a creepy dude. He has that skull motif on his mask and such like that. So I was really happy when Taskmaster was in the advertisements for Black Widow, and they pulled X-Men Origins on us. They pulled a Deadpool and X-Men Origins didn't talk, didn't say anything, didn't blah blah. And I think in Deadpool 2, he actually went back and assassinated his X-Men Origin self. So with that, with doing that and having a basically a villain that doesn't say anything or is very, mute and not personal. That's definitely not the Taskmaster. The Taskmaster likes to, prod you, poke you, make you do things that you wouldn't normally do, get you upset and such like that. So having the Taskmaster do, pull a X-Men Origins Deadpool type, I was really disappointed. I don't know. Now, I can understand if there was no reference in any recent material, but just go back to the Spider-Man game. They hit it spot on. Like, how did the MCU screw up so bad on a character I liked? I don't know. It was disheartening.
Get all over your system?
I did.
Okay.
Shout out to the Taskmaster. You're still awesome.
All right. Well, we now return to your regular scheduled program already in progress. So, anywho, so you saw a team.
Yeah, I saw a great match. The America's preliminary cups. Well, the day one preliminaries for the America's Cup for the Summoners War Championship 2021 between True Whale and Shizzy. That was a great match. I'm going to throw that link up on our site just so you folks can enjoy it. It went down to the wire. It was excellent. But
nice.
True Whale had a kind of a crazy team for the first match. Wusa, a light Oni, Ragdoll, and Ganny. Pretty mean team there. I don't know, but so basically Wusa was shielding everybody, and providing immunity. Ragdoll obviously DPS, Light Oni, AOE DPS. Kind of like he was using in the same way that you use your Water Oni, on your team. So kind of reminded me of you. So that's I don't know. It was a crazy team. It did really well. But
that's amore.
But how do you like that team? Usa, Light Oni, Ragdoll, and Ganymede. How do you?
We should all be so lucky to have those. Just casually hanging out in our monster
storage
harem.
boxes.
Yeah. No, I mean you're right. Like it's on paper, it's a very good team. I mean, as you say, shields and immunity, so that shuts down any type of Hathor or anything like that component.
Yep.
Then you have your, as you say, your Ragdoll, which is really hard to deal with DPS unit. Then you have your Ganny to reset everything. So if you tried to, actually, if you tried to actually have monsters that could strip or something like that, then Ganny is going to reset their cooldowns, and then they can't strip what Wusa's doing. So it's a really great team. Makes a lot of sense. I find a lot of, I don't know, localized hostility in my heart for RTA sometimes. Just because it's like I'll see these teams used and then I'll build something equivalent to it, and then I end up having a team that can't do what I see everybody else's team doing, which is a little bit ridiculous. I think that I don't know. It's like I have Wusa now, and I'm very happy. But I don't know what, I could make a team similar to that.
Right.
Like I could have my own DPS, two of them. I could have Ganny and Wusa, I just don't know that would work the same thing,
Okay.
And I always feel like that, I don't, what did he put with that was a guaranteed ban? What did they ban in that match? Do you remember?
I do not remember what they banned. I maybe no, I don't remember. I don't remember what they banned because all I remember is them banning a Leo, but it definitely wasn't for that team. That was for the last match. But anyway,
Mm.
but no, I don't remember what was banned in that match.
See, because that's the other thing
Hmm.
is half the game in RTA is just banning somebody's monster and them banning yours.
Right.
So you have this whole subculture of I got to figure out what their mindset is, and then
Hmm.
I have to give them a tempting target so that you know, they'll do exactly what I want and not ban the other four things I need. And I mean, and I guess that team, it sounds like, and I mean, again, without knowing what else that they had,
Right.
um, I mean, really just Gani Wusa is pretty impressive because you can constantly have shields and immunity.
Yes.
Because 3 turns on Wusa, I don't know. Maybe I should actually drag my Gani out of mothballs and
And your Wusa, we saw your Wusa in your store in the SDF last week.
I yeah.
But nah, I
He's
think
still in a
I think that's a pretty awesome team, and you have most of it, to be honest. So, I mean, can't
okay.
hurt.
I'm going to see what a Gani Wusa
Hmm.
Ariel Beth team on auto does to this team here. They're getting 50 turns. That makes perfect sense. I don't trust the AI sometimes. Anywho, um, so while we're waiting to see, so they've already killed Beth. So there goes my big damage dealer. Also, let me think. Water, light, dark, wind. Yeah, so they had like a attribute diverse team as well.
Definitely.
And I feel like I always end up having an almost not, diverse enough team
Hmm.
that I have like so many water monsters sometimes. Um, I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna get beat like I owe them money. Anywho, but you were asking about like a cleave team. So like cleave teams, like they're
Yeah, I was
there to
asking
take out
the difference
one.
between the team two. I mean, no, turn two team and a cleave team. Go.
Well, you brought it up. Like, his team is definitely not a cleave team. It's either. I mean, he might have still gotten the first turn. I don't know because I didn't watch the battle that you were doing, but
Right.
that could come down to his runes. But the team he has is also a turn two team because Wusa may go first before the rest of his team
Right.
and will shield and immunity. So, like, that's a turn two team where basically your support unit protects you before, all the bad stuff can happen to you, with the shields immunity, like
Right.
even like a Lucian,
Hmm.
because you can't just Lucian it. Um, Even that would have a hard time with being able to cleave a fully shielded and fully immune team. So,
Got you.
but see here again, I don't know if it's just my DPS was in question. I don't know what team he was using it against, but here again, they're dismantling my team one person at a time. And I mean, they're using Molong, a what should we
It's
call it?
like Juno,
Juno,
Light
a
Mermaid, and a Wind Monkey King.
yep.
That's a tough team. That Juno was tanky. You were hitting it pretty hard, even with water monsters. And even though she had the attribute disadvantage, she took it. Took it like a champ.
But see, then that's where I would go. Okay, well, if I was to fight this team again,
Right.
like maybe I do this, and I would bring out my good old Hagang and
Hey, gang,
put
gang.
him in put him in number one, and now I'm increasing the attack power of all my water monsters. But you
Got you.
see now, in this very moment, now my first thought is well, I don't really have a lot of DPS.
Well,
So this
let's
would
talk
be
about the
like
team
the
you have.
classic eating, like getting nibbled to death by ducks scenario.
So you have Wusa, Ganymede, Ariel, and Hagang versus a Wind Monkey King, Juno, Molong, and a Light Mermaid.
Yes, Jinghe and Molly.
Hmm.
But
Excellent.
you see, that's the problem.
Right.
I don't think it will work.
Hmm.
Let's try again. We'll see how fast
Yeah.
they get destroyed.
So this, the team that we were talking about beforehand would be a turn two team as opposed to a cleave team that's just trying to outspeed you and outdamage you.
Well, not even necessarily outdamage you. They're
Hmm.
just trying to put as much damage as possible onto you.
Got you.
Like they, you know what? I've got the perfect example. After I lose to this team yet again, I'll go back and I'll show you.
Okay.
But yeah, so like a turn two team is more about the long battle. Like they're more about protecting themselves so that you can't cleave them, or you use your Lucian type attacks and you try to murder them, but they get pretty much their full health back up. They're right back up to full fighting strength by the end of their second turn,
Okay.
and then you're on cooldown, so you can't really do anything. So I mean, turn two teams do not care whether or not they get the first turn. Like that's the goal. Like they put their attributes into other things. Like they might still put some speed on them, but they're more concerned with every other stat other than speed because they're not trying to beat you. They're not trying to go faster than you are. They're just there to make sure you don't actually win. Like Jean right there, perfect, example. She is like a turn two monster
Right.
because she's all about just provoke, keep the team from being able to do anything other than S1s. And
And Jean happens to be the subject of the Monster Lab. This
what a weird
What
coincidence.
a
So,
weird coincidence.
so that this would be like a standard kind of cleave team. So like Bastet, Lucian, uh, Julie, and Barrett.
Really quick, I pulled Lucian and Julie on the same day,
Nice.
like back to back. Um, this was way
So
way early in my account, and I was using the summoning stones, and I'm thinking, oh, this is
this
so
is
simple.
easy.
Why doesn't everyone just do this? Back to back,
Yes,
Lucian and Julie.
I
How
remember.
funny was
It
that?
was crazy. So you see, this
Beginner's
is the
luck.
standard Cleve team. I
Yes.
went before them. My my Bernard went first.
Right.
He sped everybody up. My Bastet goes second. She buffed everybody. And then my Julie and Lucian go next, where their whole point is just to put as much damage downrange as possible. Now, see, there's the problem with it right there is so now I tried to cleave, right?
Right.
But they're all tanky units, and you can see they've now, they're all the kind of units that get their health back. So every single turn they're on the field, they're getting more and more health back. So, and I don't have any of my big abilities anymore. So really, it's just a matter of time before they dismantle my whole team.
Got you.
But you see that's the kind of like that would be the idea behind a cleave team is
Right.
just that you go in, you do as much damage as possible. Hopefully, you take out two or three of their people, and they give up or they can't outpace you anymore in damage. But you see, there again, that's when you run into problems. Is when they have obviously very tanky monsters that you can't really compete with.
I hear you. I hear that. So I have recruited another summoner into the fold. My nephew, Niall, is
Niall
checking
the
out.
crocodile.
Niall is checking out Summoner's War. I sent him you know, a link on for the App Store, and he's checking it out, mate. Oh, I mean, he's into a lot of World of Warcraft, a lot of
Ooh,
what's the
bad time to be into World of Warcraft these days.
um,
R.I.P. Blizzard. R.I.P.
he plays Civilizations. He plays a lot of Age of Empires. So maybe this will be up his alley. He's already texted me a couple of times about it, so works.
Nice.
Good, good, good. But yeah, new summoner in tow.
Into
Uh,
the fold.
what else? Oh, This is more of a just a little surprise that there's no round two of the Pops characters. Um, I liked the
Yet.
round one, or was it
Yet.
Mav, Orion? Yeah, exactly.
Jean and Camille.
That's right. And hopefully they will get some Pops out to us, because there's a bunch of other characters. There's like literally new characters coming out every couple of months for Summoners Wars. So, hopefully we'll have some new Pops, new Pops.
Now I know I'm doing 3v1 on my guild battles, but I wanted you to know that I've been using my mage lately. So
big shout out to the show, the guild, with Felicia Day and company. I think yesterday was their 14-year anniversary, and I checked it out on Twitch. And I got into that show super, super late, but I'm glad I did. But yeah, it was good to see all 6 of them yesterday night on Twitch. That was cool.
Playing D&D.
It's on Netflix if you have not checked out. But what I loved about it was an independent show that before Kickstarter, this is like way back in 2007, where web shows weren't even like a normal thing. They were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Oh yes, the site. So I was cruising around.
Serena, here we go again.
I was cruising around the SW Reddit, and I found a pretty cool site, which I will display on Jan's screen. SWArena.gg. So let me pull. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They don't let me out much.
It's okay.
Because all I'm seeing is Swick 2021. Oh, there we go.
There it is. Let's see. Let's turn this off briefly.
All right. Let's see it. How does it work?
So, this is a pretty cool site. SWArena.gg.
Arena.gg.
It's basically a test. It looks like a labor of love, to be honest. What happens is you can pretty much choose any of the Summoners War monsters and see what type of information by way of RTA each unit has. And they have, the admins of this site has recorded over 600,000 battles so far, and you can check out either units that you're using or the best units, and it is comprehensive to season 17 and season 18 of SWC. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I got some interesting information with it. I just clicked on Vanessa because not only do you have Vanessa, but Vanessa's pretty cool. So you can see some of the stats that have been compiled, which units to use with Vanessa, which is always a big deal with me. Like, I never know what teams to assemble when I get new units. This is how much they
assemble the Avengers. Can't go wrong.
Exactly. So Vanessa's pretty awesome. Of course, profile stats, but things like the win rate, how many times it's picked for the, speed lead, I believe. But
33%.
Yeah. So yeah. But I liked it. It's a pretty cool site. I shared it with Lightstar. He was like, "Oh, dude, that was too cool."
You
But
should find. By the way, should I even be bothering trying to summon in the L&D pool to just to have the option of Kamatau, or should I just go ahead and get my
get your
the
light
monster that
werewolf, please.
the one that I know I want, and then I can actually do all the other things with it,
Get
like
your light
awaken it
werewolf,
and
please, and don't worry
okay,
about
I have two more
Kamatau.
summons. Let's just hey look, Kamatau.
You can't make this stuff up.
Honestly, the only one that really is tempting in the light dark is the dark whatchamacallit? The Frankenstein, Dark
Hmm.
Frankenstein. But here we go. This is what I actually wanted was Escher, so
Do
um
it. Do it.
let me
Do it.
wait, I have to go
Yeah.
awaken him apparently.
Do not get Kamatau. so
I didn't.
so much more utility in Eshu. Ugh. But anyway, yeah,
I
check out
know.
that site if you're interested in building teams for the arena. SWArena.gg. I will link it, of course, in the description to the website and to the YouTube. I think it's pretty cool. What do you think, Lightstar?
It is pretty awesome because that is one of the things that I struggle with the most is ever really knowing what monster, because like I know in my mind what I would love to to see done.
Right.
Like who knows anything about me knows I've been literally waiting for a archangel since days immemorial. Um, I love that class. I love that, I love those characters. I love the lore. Um, so for me to get that, like, that's why I really want I really want to keep using that character above almost anything else. Um, and that is kind of problematic at times because, it's like, oh, okay, well, how does one just, manage to do that? Like, and it's hard because I kind of work off of what I think would be smart,
Mm-hmm.
and then I realize I'm an idiot and that's not smart, so
Definitely not an idiot. However,
So
I
this says I can evolve a monster a default 4 or below. Oh crap. I keep hitting the top button. I don't mean to. I thought I could just bring Escher to 6-star right away, so
no, he's technically a 3-star. So
right, but it says use points to evolve a default 4-star or below monster to 5-star. And
does
then
say
use
below.
points to evolve a default 4 or below to 6-star. But yet he's not there. And I just awoken him. Does he have to be max level, do we think?
I don't think so.
No, because my gargoyle's there and he's definitely not. Interesting.
Interesting.
Interessante. But, Escher for the win. I'm going to go level him up now. Maybe it's because I don't have enough. No, it's not that. Let's read. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite figure it out why it isn't letting me. But we'll figure that out. A problem for another day.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can always use this to evolve my Lulun friends.
Which
Since
actually was in uh, who had,
1,000,001 battles, I know she's
no
like so first picked these days.
yeah, I've seen her floating around RTA, Lulu and her friends. So oh,
Indeed.
good. Let's see. Let's get the shop going.
I have some of those monsters. But
Exactly.
you see, even that's
Mm-hmm.
6 monsters if you include in Terry's, right? So
Right.
like what? You're being subjective? You want me to like are you saying that those 5 like pick whichever ones you have like this is my problem with anything like this. Like it's subjective because let's say you have everything but Leo. Does that team still work with those 5 and whatever they end up banning
Hmm.
because of it? Or does the team fail now because they ban your dark, oracle and now you can't do anything? Like what I don't know.
Well,
I do not know.
I think it's at least a gauge. They narrow it down to. But of course, one of these would be banned up. But I just put Antares up because I fed mine and I got them back. So happy, joy.
Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Yeah, that's my problem is like it is subjective because
Hmm.
I would want to
Totally.
know why they work well with him, why, what is the interplay? Does it actually go into anything like that?
It does not. But the good news is, um, this is a definite work in progress, and he's definitely taking suggestions on his Twitter page. So
What
I will. So right over here, right over here. If we go back to the home page, this is a link to his Twitter right here, right in this corner right here. Follow me on Twitter to track the next updates, and that would be a very helpful suggestion for SW
3, 2,
Arena.
1. Blast off.
Excellent. So, yeah, I will be, going back and forth to that particular site to see if there's any updates and goings on with it because I found it to be pretty helpful. Hopefully, you folks will
Nice.
too.
Let us pray. Let's see. We have time. We should fight one another then.
Shall we talk
And
Genshin while we do that?
oh sure. Sure, why not?
Rank.
What
Oops.
what what what
Oops.
do you
Goodwill. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
and so what do you want to talk about? You mentioned your luck in Genshin. What else did you want to talk about?
Inazuma is a pretty fun time. I am doing things and collecting chests and riding the Electra whatever that shoots you up in the air and such. I don't know. I am pleasantly surprised. Oh yeah, and we got the boats back, the Wave Riders. So I am
You
pleasantly.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I like it worlds better than that horrible
Dragon Spine.
section of the map that you literally will be freezing to death and dying while trying to
Trying to
operate
do
with
stuff.
them.
Dying
Like
while
I,
doing
I
stuff.
don't, I don't even remember. I think it was just like a normal daily task, and I lost half my people because
It's cold.
the candle kept going out because of the monster's abilities. Jerks.
So I'm glad you are liking the this should be funny. You're liking the non-freezing aspect of Inazuma. I mean, it is an
Yep.
island. It is, warm and
What
fuzzy.
part of Jamaica are you from? Right on the beach, boy.
It's definitely
Lord have mercy.
Japan, not Jamaica themed. I don't think they're having a Jamaican themed island in Genshin. I guess the closest thing
that would be fucking great.
would be the Golden Apple Archipelago.
That would be so lit. Oh, I forgot. Respectful bow.
Oh.
There we go. Yep, you needed some defense break there, bud.
No, I didn't. I will get a turn.
Let's reset your cooldown there.
One of these days. Ah, a turn. Excellent. Very cool.
Reset your cooldown, so just for funsies.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Needed that.
You're welcome.
Definitely needed that.
You know what's funny is because you haven't switched back the window, it looks like you're clicking on the Summoners War Arena. So it's rather amusing because I'm seeing you click on what I'm assuming is on your screen. But
so let's do exactly that and switch back. Funny.
Sure, why not?
Funny.
Look at you getting a turn. Who'd have thunk it?
For once, for once.
You didn't hear me drop everything, did you?
No, I sure didn't.
Let's delete your Veloduel.
Oh, 4-on-1.
You know you got this. It's all in the hips.
No, I sure don't.
Glancing glow. I like my my wind sniper. Yeah, Inazuma I'm very much enjoying it. I haven't done it as much as I should. I don't know that I care for the event that they have where you have to have unlocked the whole map of Inazuma already almost immediately.
That makes you explore. Good times. I don't know. I like that.
Yes, but it basically says, okay, so now you have to go do your dailies, and then you have to spend and to use your 160 resin a day.
Right.
But you also have to go and something I was thinking about with what you just put. Anyway. I don't know. It's just, I would have liked to see that event come out like a month or two later where, I mean, I can't just sit there, spend all of my time, just exploring that island and doing that. Because again, if you don't have a lot of time, you have to do your dailies and you have to go and, whatchamacallit? Get rid of your fastest person, shall we? Rude.
Quite.
Very rude. Poor Bernard. What did he ever do to you?
Oh,
It's just a sweet baby. You just took him out. So, I do have a question. Should I do the exclusive summoning stones today? Or should I wait? And I think in 2 weeks, Veloduel, and there's one other on that rotation I think that I don't have.
Let me look at the rotation,
Look,
and I will.
I let you have a turn.
Oh, thank you. With all of the debuffs, all of the debuffs.
There we go. That was fun. Yeah, let's go look at this. So yeah, so I don't have a beast monk and I don't have the fire pony. But in 2 weeks, I do have Camille, but it would be Pungbeck and Vela Jewel. So, I mean, I'm almost feeling that rotation a little bit more.
Well, let's see.
But they're both 2. It'd both be something that I only have 1 of.
Got you.
But then again, in 3 weeks, I don't have a Chow or a Triana, is that? You have her. What's her name? Tiana?
Tiana, right.
Tiana, yeah.
Triana. So, I don't know. Tiana's awesome S tier. You already have Rika. You don't have a Chow. You don't have a Vela, or you don't have a Pungbe. I would do.
And I don't have the Fire Panda, and I don't have the Beast Monk. See, conundrum.
No, definitely, I would take these 2 in 2 weeks.
Sure. Then I have just a little baby amount of summoning. Then.
Okay, no problem. Not a problem.
6 scrolls and we're done.
I'm gonna just pop my 12 mysticals and should be cool.
Nice.
Should I count it down?
You shall.
3, 2, 1, and summon. Blah blah da bat 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 bat. Summon.
I like your summon.
I do not.
Oh. And yet creation sprang full force from your lips. So.
Absolutely.
Can't see how many you have left, so I can time this last one out.
6 more.
Okay. Oh wait. I'm doing my guaranteed lightning at the end.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm doing it now because you got lightning.
Excellent.
Another Suiki. Say lovey. Got 19 light and dark saved up, so cruising right along with the almost 20 in 2 months. So
do we smell another L&D Nat 5 in your future?
I don't know. This is simply just the project to save them until your birthday next year, and then I will open them.
Excellent.
And when I get nothing at all, I will cry. Such is life.
Comedy Central.
Indeed. Who's shouting out?
I am shouting out. Who am I shouting out? I always have interesting. Oh, Yan Fei. It's her birthday today. Yes, a fictional character's birthday. So Yan Fei from Genshin Impact. It's her birthday. I think Klee's birthday was yesterday. All these fictional characters are having birthdays. Definitely want a big shout out to the guild. 14 years ago, they made a tiny web series that I thoroughly enjoy. Shout out to Felicia Day, of course. And funny, now they all stream, which is like, art imitating life. How funny is that?
Mm-hmm.
So all 6 of them have streaming channels. So if you are not familiar with the show, it's on Netflix. If you are familiar, you can go to...
It's still on Netflix.
It's still on Netflix. You can always go to Felicia Day's Twitch and get some T-shirts if you want to support, the guild crew and such. shout out to everyone in the great what is
Beyond.
no the great territory, I guess you could say, of Puerto Rico. I got this shirt from Luquillo Beach in Puerto Rico, and it was a great time. Yeah, that's
Okay,
all.
bueno.
That's all of my shout outs. And oh yeah, whoever is behind the development of SW.GG.
Gracias a Dios, Puerto Rico. You mean Swarina?
Swarina.gg, the crew behind that particular site. Shout out to them. They're very cool. Oh, and I'm sorry. Now that it dawned on me, our Discord,
Floodgates.
our Discorderlies for having so much fun.
I need a Discorderly to surgery, please. Discorderly to surgery.
But everyone started, theory crafting about the possible collaboration between DBZ and Summoner's War, and we were theory crafting and shooting around gifts and stuff like that. But thank you to everyone that participated in that just whole crop of theory crafting. That was funny. I liked it. This is why I love our join our Discord if you're not joined up. But yeah, shout out to everyone over there. Youngin, of course, Darfo 5, Dumbledore.
Run, Weasley. Run.
Okay.
No? You don't know Potter Puppet Pals?
Potter Puppet Pals, no, I do not. Potter
Okay.
I'm familiar with.
You're getting
Puppet
you're
Pals
getting
I'm familiar with. But,
I'm going to, as soon as we're done with this, like almost before anything else, I'm going to send you a video. It's going to be great. Just great.
Bonk. Excellent.
And everybody, you can hear his reaction next week, which is going to be equally as fun for me.
Who are you shouting out, bud?
The same. I'll shout out everybody, like, of course, all of our Discord, everybody we've met, over the years doing this still remains to be quite fun, and enjoy this game quite a bit. And yeah, just thank you, RNGesus, for my Ariel recently. I can't really be mad.
Shout out to RNG. Yep. For once, Lightstar cannot be mad. He got a couple of Nat 5s, but specifically an Archangel. He's been asking for an Archangel for ever since we started recording. So for him to get it was awesome. Excellent. But
I don't know where my little, maybe he's oh yeah, he is just a little baby. Look, my little Rickon.
Leave him up so he does his idle animation again. I love it. The best. Excellent. So that about wraps it up for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher Guide. I am. Wrap it up. Anyway, new episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us on mrgtsw.
Get your dude the guy to do it.
Hey, the guy.
Hey, you're my friend. He's your friend. What? I don't even know him.
Hey,
man.
The guy.
Who do you even know?
It's not about me.
This is not the time to think about such things, okay? You got to focus on you.
Oh, man. Half-baked. Oh, my goodness. Hey. Anyway, new episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us at mrgtsw on Instagram, mrgtsw on YouTube, mrgtsw on Reddit, mrgtsw on Facebook, mrgtsw on I just said YouTube. Crap. At Ranchers Guide on Twitter. Oh yeah, and Discord, Monster Ranchers Guide to the Universe. So ranch your monsters, or they'll
ranch
run away.
Monster ranch.
Live long and prosper, everybody.
Peace and long life. Oh, happy days.